Do you think that fight with Ryan Garcia happens at the end of the year?
I don't know. Now they begging for the fight. I don't know if I want to fight the winner of these people over here. This during the 4th, during the 5th.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to fight these people over here, so he might go have to hold on. Just know the winner, they can come see me. Tell them I said it. So y'all gonna be watching, because everybody watch me. And just to put it out there, Devin, he's an email champ. He's an email champ. He's fighting because somebody mailed him the belt. Did that ever happen in boxing before? And he's talking crazy. And he still got, like, come on. So if you win, you said all that. If you win, I'm not out my contract. Let's make the fight happen, since you was wanting to talk crazy. Let's do that. I want to fight you if you win. Devin Haney.
A few moments later.
Tank Davis tweet before the fight, going into the fight, if you win, why don't we get together? How do you feel about that?
Well, we haven't heard much about that after the fight, so we don't know if he changed his mind or what.
It's really no even like he might as well throw that shit in the trash. It's not even real. It's not even a belt, so he might as well just throw that shit in the trash because it's pointless.
So, but he is your mandatory right now.
He could be my mandatory.
He could be.
He's not my mandatory.
What could mean?
If he wanted, then he could get it.
Oh,
then
so
he could
so
become
if he
my
wanted
mandatory.
to be your mandatory,
he could push. Yeah, he could push for it.
And you would accept that fight right now.
Come on now. I said 2 fights that I want. Loma and
Tank, set this shit up, man. Let me call. I'm in Texas people. They got to figure this shit out.
Say they're going to do this. They're going to do it. It's based on which one want to make what. Then the rest of them figure it out. You with me?
Absolutely.
So that's the problem we have to deal with.
Well. Then I think that the best thing is then I wait and hear from you next. Then
right?
You know what I'm saying?
It's us sitting up here talking. You hear me, Coach Calvin. I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
After that,
I'll wait. Like I said, I'll wait. This is what I wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear whether it was live or whether it was jive. You know what I'm saying?
Tank don't never call nobody out. He said national TV. Devin.
Well, we can't listen. Well, we can't get around you because we got all the belts and we didn't lock the door. We can't mandate the fight, you guys, but you guys can mandate the fight to make the fight happen next.
The WBC was making Devin one of Tank's mandatory.
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know.
Wait. You said they was. Is Tank? Yeah. Is Tank in the WBC?
No, I think it was WBO. No. And one of them sanctioning bodies, they talked about making Devin Tank's mandatory.
You mean make Tank Devin's mandatory?
Right, correct.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, I'll wait to hear from you.
No, I'll wait too. I want to see how this shit play out because this what happens.
Several months later.
If you want to fight, set it up. You know, you can get him right. You can get in touch with him, right? If you want to fight, just set it up after the Ryan fight, and that's what it is. And that's tell to Devin and his dad. That's what I said. Let's tell them that be prepared. Make sure they keep running.
They're gonna
make sure they keep running because after these first two, oh man, I'm coming straight at. I'm telling you.
That was Gervonta Tank Davis on the Rise podcast, letting it be known that he wants Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson after his 2-fight deal with Hector and Ryan Garcia. Now that sounds all good and dandy. However, we did hear that music before, back when Gervonta called out Devin Haney. Leading up to the Rolly fight, Gervonta did say, Ryan might have to wait. Devin Haney, if you win, if you become undisputed, then I want you next. Devin Haney, tell him I said it. This is what Gervonta said, and clearly he did not follow up. However, Devin Haney did, where he contacted Showtime president Steven Espinoza to no avail. Bill Haney actually reached out to Steven Espinoza by calling him, but clearly they were not interested, which tells you everything you need to know. We never seen Gervonta reach out to Devin Haney and his team to make the fight happen. However, we did see Gervonta contact Ryan and his team. Despite the fact that Gervonta told the public he prefers to fight the undisputed champion Devin Haney over the social media champion Ryan Garcia. But clearly, Tank Davis' actions said otherwise because he agreed to fight Ryan Garcia in a 2-fight deal instead of Devin Haney. The reason why, despite what Gervonta Davis says, he knows Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are the truth, so he's saving them for last. Even Tank Davis' opponent Ryan Garcia said it. I actually already made a video about this. Ryan Garcia admitted that he's saving Devin Haney for last because that's his toughest fight. In addition to that, Ryan said he sees Devin Haney beating Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis. And that's way before Teo even lost to Kambosos. On the other hand, Devin Haney said that Ryan Garcia is the weakest link, which is so interesting because Ryan said the opposite, that Devin Haney is the toughest link. Therefore, it's more than fair to say that Gervonta Tank Davis feels the same way Ryan Garcia does. That's the real reason why Gervonta is not fighting Devin Haney next, like he told the public. That's the truth. It's not a network issue and none of the excuses you guys gonna hear in the comment section. Because if that's the case, if we going by them excuses, then how the heck did the Ryan Garcia fight happen? Last time I checked, Al Haymon has a better working relationship with ESPN top-ranking Bob Arum than DAZN, Golden Boy, and Oscar De La Hoya. Remember, PBC and ESPN actually worked together to make a mega fight recently between Wilder and Fury. So they have a working relationship. On the other hand, PBC and DAZN don't even have a working relationship. They never made a mega fight together. In fact, Oscar De La Hoya is actually beefing with Floyd Mayweather and Al Haymon. They don't even like each other. So this is not up for debate. It's a fact that Gervonta versus Devin Haney, who's with ESPN, that fight was easier to make than Gervonta versus Ryan Garcia, who's a DAZN fighter. So again, if anybody is using Devin Haney is across the street excuse, then that has already been debunked because Ryan Garcia is also across the street. However, Gervonta is officially fighting him in April 2023. And we know Gervonta versus Ryan is not an in-house fight. So at this point, if anybody says he's across the street, that's an excuse. You guys cannot continue to claim that Gervonta only fights in-house fights. Ryan Garcia fight is clearly not. Like I always say, if two fighters want to fight, the fight will happen. It takes two to rumble. And the reason why Gervonta versus Ryan fight is happening is because both of them wanted to fight each other. Just like Wilder versus Fury. If two fighters really want to fight each other, the fight is going to happen. But when it comes to fighting Devin Haney, they say everything but let's fight. After all, Gervonta is Devin Haney mandatory for the WBA. Nevertheless, me personally, I think it makes sense for Gervonta to fight Hector and Ryan Garcia next to clean his side of the street, while Devin Haney cleans his side of the street by fighting Lomachenko. That makes all of the sense in the world. For Shakur, Devin Haney, and Gervonta, for them to beat everyone else till there's no one left. Then when Team USA has no one else to fight, that's when they should link up to fight each other. It makes no sense whatsoever for them to eliminate each other, while old media is hyping up all of these fighters on the hope list and discrediting them in the process, just because they on the coincidental list. The way I see it, until old media recognizes them as the best of the best, that's when they should fight each other. The moment they get the credit they have earned. Till then, they should go after the fighters that old media are hyping up in order to start the process of forcing old media to give them the credit they deserve. Therefore, I actually can't wait for Gervonta Tank Davis to fight Hector and Ryan Garcia. I'm really looking forward to seeing these fights. These are extremely dangerous fights for Gervonta, especially the Hector Garcia fight. So I give Gervonta all the credit in the world for taking such a dangerous fight leading up to a Ryan Garcia mega fight. I actually think the Hector Garcia fight might be more dangerous than the Ryan fight for Tank. But I give Devin Haney even more credit for fighting Lomachenko when he don't even have to. A fighter that's more dangerous than Ryan and Hector Garcia. Nevertheless, the reason why we talking about Gervonta versus Devin Haney and Shakur instead of his upcoming fights is because of what Gervonta said. Gervonta was the one who said out of his own mouth he wanted Devin Haney next after Rolly. Then he ended up backtracking. On the other hand, Devin Haney was ready to fight. That's all I'm saying. And the great news after the Lomachenko fight, Devin Haney will be a free agent. So even though we debunked the other side of the street excuse, well, after Devin Haney versus Loma, you can't even use that excuse, even if you wanted to. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I got Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney, I mean, you see with Nakatani, Lopez had a little bit of trouble with that right hand over the top. I think Devin's even a little bit more craftier, obviously more craftier than Nakatani. I think Devin beats Teofimo. I think Teofimo has a great fight with Tank, but I still feel Tank beats him. I feel Devin beats Tank, and I beat Tank. I beat everybody.
Toughest challenge would be, I think, against Devin Haney.
On all the top lightweights, he makes the less money. You have the most followers, the most everything, but you make the less money. How does that make sense? How are you the money guy? He doesn't have a belt, and he makes the less money. They want to fight you. People want to fight him. With no disrespect, I like Ryan. Me and Ryan, we got a lot of history together, and I like him. But they want to fight you because they feel like you have followers, and you are the weakest link. That's what they feel. I'm not saying that it's true. We don't know who the weakest link is. We got to see. Everybody has to fight each other. But in reality, let's be real. Like, everybody needs to stop sugarcoating it, and let's be real. People want to fight him because they feel like he's the weakest link. Everybody wants to fight him because they feel like he has followers and he's the easiest fight. Let's be real. It's like a hidden secret, but nobody's trying to say it. It's the truth. That is the truth. That is why everybody wants to fight him.